Let me say this clearly because somebody needs to. Men are tired of being told to shut up and pay, tired of being told our only value is what we provide, tired of being told that if we question everything, we're being insecure. And I'm not talking about men who don't want responsibility. I'm talking about men who are responsible and still get disrespected. Somewhere along the way, accountability disappeared and expectations doubled. If you don't like hearing that, good. This episode is for the men that nobody checks on, only demands from. I saw a clip recently. It was Steve Harvey on Shannon Sharp's podcast. In short, he said, men need to stop asking what women bring to the table because they can carry a child. And it's a man's job to provide and support. And I disagree completely. Steve Harvey is rich. His life is not the common man's life. And telling everyday men to shut up, work harder, pay more, and accept disrespect, that's pressure without empathy. Nobody ever asks how the man is doing. They ask what he makes, what can he afford, and what is he willing to sacrifice. Men are expected to be strong and silent. And honestly, that's not good for anybody. Carrying a child matters, but biology alone doesn't excuse disrespect. Relationships are partnerships, not invoices. If that man is being silent, something is going on with him. There's a lot in his head. There's a lot in his heart. And the reason he's silent is because he feels like nobody wants to listen to him. For years, we were told that that's strength, but it is not. And having a partner that takes advantage of that only makes him feel less strong, less vulnerable, and he will stay more silent. Now, I'm not taking away anything that a woman has to do in this world, but 9 times out of 10, that woman is going to get checked on before that man does. Let's just say you're in a relationship, both of you have jobs, both of you share a kid, and both of you have men and female responsibilities. If that woman goes into work one day and she just looks sad, someone's going to ask, what's going on? Someone's going to lend some advice. Someone's going to want to help her out because she's a woman. Now, let's say that same man does the exact same thing when he goes into work. He looks sad, he's quiet, and he's just trying to make it through the day. No one's probably going to check on that man. They probably think he's upset, and so they keep distance not to light the fire. They probably think he's being too soft or vulnerable and that he can just get over it. But no one is taking into account all of the variables that goes into his situation. But that's the one thing that differentiates men from women. I believe that a woman can do everything a man can do, except when it comes to biology. But she still gets more help than that man ever would. Now, I'm probably going to get some people like, what does he need help for? He's a man. He should be able to, we're all humans. We all get down. We all have things that bother us. We all have moments where we feel like we're failures and we can't do anything to make it better. Men are not exempt just because they don't say it out loud. Now, on the women's side, carrying a child is one of the most important things that if not one of the most important thing that a woman can do. You are literally keeping life on earth moving forward. But you can't do that without a man. Artificial insemination can't even happen without a man. Can he get that respect and credit also? If you have a man that's showing up every day, that's caring for your feelings when his is not cared about, you have a man showing up every day, taking care of his responsibilities, when some of you women out there have multiple fathers and some of them don't want to do anything, you have to give that man that credit and respect. You probably don't know it, but you're probably the most important thing to him because you gave him that child. And that's why he's breaking his back every single day to make sure that things are provided for you and that kid. Now, are there deadbeats out there? For sure. Are there men who should not be respected? For sure. That's when it comes to discernment. Red flags are everywhere. And if you're not paying attention to them, you are the problem. I hate to be one of those people because I grew up in the social media age. But social media has changed expectations. Attention became currency. If you're not paying attention to me, then you must not love me. You must not really want to be with me. You must not be feeding into me and filling me up. But you're not taking into account all of the other things that life comes with. Any partner, man or woman. There are things daily that each of you are dealing with that you might not speak about or you might speak about, but they still make a difference to you. They still weigh on your soul. They still determine how you're going to move in this world. That's not the time that you need validation, because validation is addictive. If you have someone telling you you're doing all the right things, if you have someone saying that you're never wrong, if you have girlfriends or guy friends or that just say yes all the time, that's where you're messing up. That's what I feel Steve Harvey was doing. You're from an era where the type of people you're explaining, they just don't exist anymore. I am not an advocate for side pieces, sides, whatever. But we're in an era where women have more than men. And I shouldn't ask what she's bringing to the table, because if she's bringing 3, 4 other men or problems to the table, how can I sit there and eat peacefully and still want to provide and support for someone who's not giving it back? Once again, his life isn't the common life. Him and his wife has probably been together 10 years. I don't know. But once again, they came from an era where that was expected out of a woman. Those things are not expected now. Quit pushing old era standards on new era women and men. It's not the same. It does not exist. This world is constantly evolving. And you're telling me I should stay in the 60s and 70s? We do have social media. We do have temptation around every single corner. And unfortunately, men and women act upon both of them. So yes, I need to ask what a woman is bringing to the table. The era that Steve Harvey is talking about is my parents' era. But I never, ever walked in the house and didn't see a meal cooked for my dad. Women in this era don't even know how to cook. But I shouldn't ask what they bring to the table. I grew up seeing my mom support so many of my dad's dreams, whether they failed or succeeded. I haven't seen a woman really stand behind her man in this era, at least like that, like he's talking about, the era that he wants us to act like. I haven't seen a woman do that, to have that type of support for any man in at least 10 years. Men have dreams, goals, ambition, and they need a solid partner, or they stay by themselves. It's that simple. No. Men, this is for you. If you do get the same type of woman, if you do get the same type of problems, if all of your relationships end in the same type of way, even if they're not doing what they should be doing for you, you are the problem. It's a mirror. You have to realize I'm making the same mistakes. I keep choosing the same type of people. I continuously put myself in these positions. If you don't got it like that right now, you don't got it like that right now. And I guarantee you there is a woman out there that will understand it. Just explain the truth. You don't have to flaunt. You don't have to try to floss. You don't have to try to spend more out of your budget to impress a woman that really cares about you. That'll never, ever, ever be the case. And I can promise you that. And it is nothing wrong. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. I forget what Steve Harvey was saying. You can't ask what a woman brings to the table. Because if she's not bringing anything, she's making your life and your job a lot harder. Now, you heard two sides of this coin. Both of you can be the problem in this situation. Someone needs to leave and someone needs to change. Who's going to do it first? Once again, I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to tell you the honest to God truth. This isn't anti-woman. It's pro-accountability. Stop telling men to just shut up and pay. And if you are doing that, you are the problem. Once again, I am just an advocate for happy living. I want everyone to be out here at peace. So please believe me when I say I'm not trying to dog anybody. And if this episode make you feel uncomfortable, you're in the right place. Please share with somebody that you know are going through these tendencies. Share with someone who probably needs to walk out. It's been that time. And please, 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 just think that you could be the problem. Take some accountability and things will change in your life. I can promise you that. It's your boy Cole. I ain't your friend. I ain't your therapist. I'm just somebody here telling the truth. So come back if you want to hear some more of it. Or say I'm the problem if you don't. But either way, I'll be here helping you do it. So next time, I'll see y'all later.